Okay, this video is going to show you how to create a container that will be responsible for holding the data and setting up things for your game, and also a container for doing the title screen. So what we're going to do first, we're going to create we're going to go to assets.cs and we're going to create near the top, so scroll up to the top. I'm going to create something called container. So it doesn't exist, so I'm just going to press escape. And I'm just going to say active. Okay, so that doesn't exist. This is just going to be a standard definition so we can store what current container, whether it's the game or the title screen, currently being used. So I'm going to say generate. So I'll just right click to the class and you'll see that that's created this class. Okay, we're not actually going to put anything in it. Just make it public and leave it at that. Now, what we're going to create are based on this definition. We're going to create a container for the game and a container for the title screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to go project, add class. We'll do the title screen one first. So I'm going to say title container, add it, and it's created it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to say it inherits from container. And then I'm just going to create a construct for it. So here, so all title setup goes here. That's what's going to go in that. Okay, now I'm probably going to want all the libraries. So let's go to the top of a thing and grab all the libraries, the engine, all the way up, and put them in there. I'm going to create another class, and this one's going to be my game container. And again, I'm going to paste all those libraries in. I did it that way around because I already had it. So public until it's inherit from container. Create a constructor. So all the settings of my game goes in here. And I can store any values that I want, like scores and things like that. Whatever it is to do in my game can go in to this class. Okay. So we've got title, always make that public. Title container and game container, and they both inherit from this. Now the reason we've done that, in assets now we've got this container active. If we go to our general logic and we find the show title subroutine, so go to general logic, use the picker to find show title, we can now say active equals new title container. Okay, so what that does is stores in there what container we've got. Later on, when we're trying to play our game, we'll just write, you don't type this, but we will have game container. Notice I'm using the picker, use the picker. Okay, and we'll be able to overwrite, and that will destroy the title container eventually. The garbage collector will pick that up. What that allows me to do in the title container, I can set up everything I want. So if I don't want all that debug information on screen, so if we just run this a minute, just to show you, we've got all that debug info which was general, but on the title screen I don't want it, so I can just say gm.enginemanager.debug display equals debug none. And when I'm in my title mode, it all goes. And I'm out of my screen color, so gm.enginemanager.screen color equals color.black. Okay, so use those. I'll show you in another video how you can access that. In fact, if we go to active, if we make that public static, then we can access it from anywhere. Okay, so that's creating the game containers. So instead of just dumping a load of code in show title, you'll do that. Okay, so you probably, because we're working on the games to start with, we're not worrying about the title screens, you're probably going to have game container. Alright, so if we just quickly run that, you'll see that because there's no settings in that, all the debug information's on screen and there's still the DirectX background colour. Because game container hasn't got anything in it. There's nothing defined there. Okay. Right, I'll stop that vid there.